Welcome to Vintage Variety. Today we're going to head over and check out a local antique store, and then we're going to go visit one of my favorite thrift stores. As always, I will be looking for vintage jewelry, but today I'm also on the lookout for some affordable pieces of furniture for a room in my home that I'm redoing. I'll tell you guys a little more about that at the end of the content, but right now let's go in and check this antique store out. This is called Black Barn Antiques. This store has been in business for a couple of years and it's not too far away from where I live, but amazingly I've never visited it before. I did see an ad for this store on social media and decided that I would come over and check it out. This is the first booth, and as you can see, there's a mixture of items. This large booth has different items for redoing pieces of furniture, including paint and other elements. Another booth. They have some really nice items here. I love this box. And these little trinket jars. This one has a powder puff in it. It must have been a powder jar. Love the bunny rabbit picture. Very cute. This is nice. Must be a lamp of some type. Some more bunny items. This booth has some really nice things in it. I love this old armoire. Very pretty. I also like these pictures. I think these are beautiful. And a table that they have cut in half and turned into shelves. So this is pretty neat. Some more furniture. I see some jewelry. Let's go over and have a look at it. Okay, this is all handmade jewelry. Not really the type of jewelry that I'm looking for. And they seem to have a lot of that in this store. Some more furniture. Don't quite see what I'm looking for, but we're going to continue looking around. They have some really neat items. So I really like this table. I want something like this for the room that I'm redoing to turn into a studio for my YouTube videos and my jewelry. Unfortunately, I feel like that table would be too big to fit into the room. So we're going to keep looking around. So far, I haven't really seen any vintage jewelry. Just lots and lots of different types of items. Some of them are handmade items. It's really a big mixture in this store. I like these. I always like to look for decorative items when I'm shopping in antique stores and thrift stores. This is a really beautiful piece of furniture. Some more decorative items. I like the lamp. The telephone is really cool. All right, so I've spotted some vintage jewelry. Let's take a look. I think I'm going to purchase this pen. This looks Art Deco and I like it. And here we have a case, and this has some really good pieces in it, guys. I see some amber. Most of these pieces are priced outside of my budget today because I am looking for furniture, but I'll have to come back to this store and check these items out later. I really like this mirror. Another really nice piece of furniture. I believe this is some type of a writing desk. Some more pottery, and I noticed they have bean pots. Not looking for one of these myself, but I do have a friend that's on the lookout for a really nice one. Cameo Creations, and I really love this frame. McCoy Pottery, and this one is a very good price. They have a lot of really nice decorative items in here. Not a lot of vintage jewelry. I did manage to find a table that I believe will work in the room that I'm redoing. Not exactly what I wanted, but I think I'll redo it and it's going to be just fine. So now let's head to our next stop of the day and go thrifting. Let's have a look at these necklaces. This one's pretty, but not really my taste. I like this though. A Napier gold chain, not bad. This is just inexpensive costume, but I have spotted something hanging behind it. Look guys, this is an Elizabeth Taylor for Avon. That's twice that I've found one of these at this thrift store. Let's have a quick look in the case just to see if there's anything in here that I might be interested in. A Sarah Coventry brooch in its original box. I am in luck because today their furniture is 50% off, and I believe I may have spotted a chair that I'm going to purchase to go with my table. That about does it for our trip today. At the end of the content, I'll show you guys all of the items I ended up purchasing. So the first item that I picked up was this one. This is a beautiful Art Deco bar pen. I do not see any markings on this pen, so this is something I'm going to have to test. Right now, I am currently moving most of my jewelry into another room along with my tools and my test kit, so this is something I'll have to do later. It could be sterling or it could be just a base metal with rhoden plating. I'll also have to test the center stone in this. By the looks of it, I'm guessing it's glass, but it's always a good idea to make sure. I was disappointed they didn't have more vintage jewelry, but I'm running into that a lot lately. Either way, I'm happy with this purchase. This next piece of jewelry is an Elizabeth Taylor for Avon. It has a faux jade stone in the center and faux ruby set into the top part of it. I was really excited to run across this. I'm going to turn it over and zoom into the back so you guys can get a better look at it. Here's a closer look at the marking on this necklace, the large center E, and then Elizabeth Taylor and Avon. This is the second time that I have found an Elizabeth Taylor necklace at that thrift store, so that just really surprised me. I like that thrift store because they do still offer vintage jewelry, whereas a lot of thrift stores do not. And they also have relatively reasonable prices on most of the pieces. Elizabeth Taylor, as most of you already know, did do a line of jewelry for Avon in the 1990s, and that's when this necklace is from. This one is a beautiful gold tone and it has a toggle closure on it. A very collectible piece and not that easy to come by at a reasonable price. Another necklace that I decided to pick up was this one, and to tell you the truth, I'm not even sure. I know it is a vintage necklace, but I'm not sure what drew me to it. I do like that it has the combination of wood beads and plastic beads. And I also like the colors in this necklace, turquoise and coral. Those are two classically beautiful colors to wear together. This would look absolutely gorgeous with some coral beads and some turquoise beads, kind of mix the three. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. It's a decent price, and it may be something that I decide to keep and maybe not. Either way, I thought it was unusual and very beautiful. If I do not decide to keep this necklace, it will be in one of my subscriber appreciation sales. And that's another thing I wanted to mention to you guys. I am going to be doing another subscriber appreciation sale coming up soon. So if there are certain types or styles of jewelry that you guys want to see, definitely let me know in the comments so I can keep that in mind. I usually show pieces that I can let go for a very low or affordable price, but I have higher end pieces, so if that is something that anyone would be interested in, mention that in the comments and I will also include those pieces in my next sale. The last piece of jewelry that I decided to pick up at that thrift store was this one. This is a beautiful gold bracelet. This bracelet is not marked, but it does have the look of gold. It could just be gold plated or gold electroplated. Either way, this is something else that I'm going to have to test. I wore a bracelet just like this. In fact, I own a couple of them. Back in the 1990s, they were really popular, I believe in the 80s, 90s, on into the early 2000s. And there's just something about the look and feel of this. I do think that this may come up testing as gold. So I decided to go ahead and purchase this. And I'll let you guys know later on if you're interested what the results of the test was. Now I'm going to show you guys, just in case you're interested, the other items that I purchased today. I'm going to tell you a little bit about them, and I'm also going to fill you in on what's been going on behind the scenes. Like most people, we are always doing some kind of project around our house, whether it's painting a room or trying to just freshen up the interior. Currently, I have been working on one of our spare bedrooms. I have cleaned it out, I've been painting it, and I wanted to turn that room into a jewelry storage area because I am a longtime collector, and when you've been collecting for as many years as I have, you start to run out of space. I also wanted to make it an area where I could store all of my props and everything and do my YouTube videos, so kind of like a studio. The room is painted, I'm close to being finished with it, but I also needed some pieces of furniture to go into that room. I was looking for a desk, and I had found a beautiful desk in an antique store that I really wanted to purchase. It fit in with the decor of the room, and it was exactly what I wanted. Unfortunately, I could not afford the $500 price tag. So I was looking for something that would fit into that room and would go along with kind of what I had in mind. I ran across this small table today, and it was a pretty good price. This is probably from sometime between the 1930s and the 1940s. And as you guys can see, it's not in the best condition. It has an enamel top on it. There's lots of nicks and scrapes on it. So my plan is to completely redo this and kind of make it look like what I originally wanted. And I'm going to put this in the room that will be my studio. I also have another piece of furniture that my daughter had given to me that I'm going to redo and use in that room for my jewelry storage. I also managed to find a chair today, and it's a little taller than I wanted, but you know what? I think this will work. It's the right color to go with the room. And it was only $8 because everything was half price. Once this room is complete, I'll be giving you guys a tour of it. I'm going to do content on it. I'll be showing you the decor in the room, how I redid the pieces of furniture, and I'll also show you my new method of storing jewelry. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to share these items with me. If you haven't already, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications on more content about collecting vintage and antique items. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.